Is JD Vance quietly preparing to succeed Trump? Whispers inside the GOP suggest the VP may be more than just a backup plan.
Mr. President, you're a heartbeat away from the presidency, and your boss is one of the oldest people to ever be sworn into office. You're one of the youngest people to ever be second in line. Are you ready to assume the role of commander-in-chief, and why should Americans trust you to lead the country?
Well, I've gotten a lot of good on-the-job training over the last 200 days, but also say that the president is in incredibly good health. He's got incredible energy. And while most of the people who work around the president of the United States are younger than he is, I think that we find that he actually is the last person who goes to sleep. He's the last person making phone calls at night, and he's the first person who wakes up and the first person making phone calls in the morning. So, yes, things can always happen. Yes, terrible tragedies happen, but I feel very confident the president of the United States is in good shape, is going to serve out the remainder of his term and do great things for the American people. And if, God forbid, there's a terrible tragedy, I can't think of better on-the-job training than what I've gotten over the last 200 days.
This stems from growing public scrutiny of Trump's health. Obesity, poor diet, limited mobility, swollen ankles, bruised hands, bloodshot eyes, erratic sleep, slurred speech, and disorientation. Being president is already extremely stressful, and at his age, questions about his longevity are natural. Vance is keeping a careful balance, visible at big events, policy rollouts, and meetings with world leaders, but not overly tied to Trump's every word or controversy. He defends some Trump statements, but not all, allowing him space to claim independence if needed. He's building credibility on his own, especially through foreign policy appearances and committee work. U.S. history has several examples of sudden presidential transitions. Woodrow Wilson, wife Edith quietly took over after his stroke. FDR, Truman sworn in at the height of World War II. JFK assassination, LBJ took over within hours. These show how contingency planning is always part of politics, whether whispered or formal. By definition, vice presidents are successors if the president dies, so contingency planning is expected, not conspiratorial. What's different here is the sense that Vance and his backers are deliberately preparing for a transition sooner rather than later. If Trump were to fall, the public narrative would be shock and tragedy. But insiders might have been ready for the shift. This does not claim a secret plot, but it seems that JD Vance is carefully carving out a position where he benefits from Trump's base while building his own brand. Whether that's for 2028 or a more immediate succession, the groundwork appears to be in motion. Decoders. Is this foresight or factional plotting?